And we're on. Welcome back to Overrated Everything, episode number 9.
9.
And what we're doing, remember last week, we said that we might be trying some new things out, throwing some new things at you. Sometimes when we chat, it goes on a bit longer, and sometimes we turn off the mic, and then we sit there for an extra hour chatting, and some of the gold happens. And
it's always really funny when we get there, and as soon as we get there, they're talking about the subject.
I know.
We just want to say, can you just shut the fuck up?
Yeah, just keep it down, please.
Yeah. Do it on record, please.
Yeah. So, and with that, like I say, at the end, we always sit there and sort of chat for about at least half an hour longer, probably than they want us there. But so with this guest, with Jorgie Porter, who you'll know from Hollyoaks.
I'm a celebrity.
She smashed that.
Yeah, she's doing all sorts, and she's amazing, mate. I love Charlotte.
Yeah,
Spitz,
you fell in love with
I've
Jorgie,
got a bit of a soft spot for Georgia, and I'm not the only one. I'm thinking I share this with the rest of the world.
Oh yeah, I mean she's a wicked girl, and
she's a lovely lass.
Yeah, well, and again, this is the first guest that we didn't really know that much. Like this Channel 4 Christmas party that we mentioned last week. Was where we both met Georgie.
Yeah.
We've bumped into her a couple of times, haven't we? I've never worked with her.
I've never worked with her. No, I see I think it's about last year at the premiere for Kingsman.
Yeah.
And we had a brief chat. But as you know, with them sort of things, you don't really get a chance to have a proper chat because everyone's smashed.
And she follows me on Twitter.
Yeah, and she don't follow me. What's that about?
I don't know, mate.
She don't know what she's missing out on, mate.
No, so me and Georgie have not kept in touch, but we've spoke every now and again. You've been
sliding into her DMs,
not
mate.
Not in the slightest, mate. We've just been chatting every now and again. About and then.
Have you ever liked one of her old photos?
I've not. No. I'm not a big liker on. I don't do that on Instagram. Like my missus will sit there and just like picture after picture, not of like blokes or anything, but she'll just go through and just like, and I'm like, I don't like.
I've noticed you say
I'm
like
a commenter.
A lot.
I'm a commenter.
You say like more than you like on Instagram.
Yeah, I probably do. Do like. So we friends with George, and but none of us really knew her that well. But then when we got round, it was just a nice, as you'll listen to soon, a nice casual chat with a really, really nice girl who just gave us so much gold, man.
Yeah, she's so down to earth and so just like one of the lads. Like she'll chill in a pub with you and just sort of, she's so lovely. And I mean, her subject, as you'll know now, is tea.
Yeah.
As in drinking tea or hot drinks as a general.
It kind of moved on to hot drinks, didn't it? But yeah, I mean, again, I think I give a warning at the top of this chat, but another warning now. Like this will divide everyone, because who the frig don't like a nice brew, Tom?
Yeah, I appreciate a good brew.
Oh, exactly. Like we're not. Sometimes, like we say with this Overrated Everything, like we completely agree.
Yeah.
Sometimes we completely disagree. With this one, I completely disagree.
Yeah.
I feel slightly angry at Jorgie Porter.
That's the best acting I've ever seen you do,
mate. For putting me through
better than
this.
what you did in This Is England.
It was well better on it.
And you're in a car park in Liverpool.
Exactly. We're in a nice park, innit? I think
it's a lovely park.
We're in Sefton Park in Liverpool.
Sefton Park.
There's a lady over there walking around with a couple of chihuahuas. They love chihuahuas in Liverpool, don't they?
Yeah.
Seen a few of them. There's a nice little pond there. Would you call that a pond? Is it big enough to be a lake?
I don't know, and I quite frankly don't give a fuck.
Yeah, and neither do our listeners because they can't see it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So we headed over to Georgie in Manchester.
She invited us around to a lovely home, didn't she?
She did. She you know what she did though? So she messaged me with her address, and she gave me like the wrong address. So I was like, I didn't know that obviously. So then we kind of parked up and I rang her and I was like, I think we're outside because we don't just want to knock on a random like door or whatever, just in case. And she was like, okay, I actually give you the wrong address by mistake. So I was like, all right, okay, no worries. Got the right address for her. I went and knocked on, and then she confessed that she.
So her mum's a big fan of ours.
A big fan, yeah, which is lovely.
Yeah.
And she wanted us to knock on at her mum's house, unbeknownst to her mum. However, her mum was out, so she didn't go through with it, which is Which is nice because that would have been quite funny. I guess,
would have been funny, yeah.
So what we've done, guys, and this is where we say this is going to be something new for you, because it's Christmas
new,
soon.
Yeah.
It's December, it's Christmas soon. We want to treat you, I guess.
Yeah, and we've sort of done a very Shane Meadows style thing. We set out to do something. And we've ended up doing so much more than we anticipated. Yeah. And we've just got so much footage
that we're gonna do we're gonna do a two-parter basically.
Yes, basically we've got enough with Jorgie. And yeah, I mean, I think we can split. I mean, we won't spoil it for you, but we've got a brilliant, what I think's amazing, and it goes on what we've just been saying about Georgie's mum, for the part 2 of the episode. But we'll let you get this one out of the way.
Yeah, because it's quite
out of the way. I mean, enjoy it.
Yeah, part 1's quite a nice sort of normal long length interview chat. Sorry, I keep saying interview, so stop it.
Yeah, it's not an interview.
Interview chat with Georgia. So we'll let you get on to that. But yeah, thanks very much for listening, and we'll see you after the chat.
See you after.
I've not got the metronome there, that's brilliant. So yeah, we're going.
Yeah. You can introduce this one.
Can I?
Yeah, you can have
Thank you, mate. Let's just push that a little bit closer because it's quite echoey. We are sat facing the amazing Jorgie Porter. Well, you are, mate. Like you've just been Well, you are. I mean, you've just been telling us like you're working like freaking 8 shows a week at the minute.
8 shows a week, literally for a year. But hopefully for the rest of my life.
For a whole year?
Yeah.
8 shows a week.
But this show, right, it's not just like stood up and just walking around. It's a full-on dance routine.
Is it?
I'm doing ballet.
And what is it? What is it you're working on?
Fame. Yeah,
working
it's Fame, the musical. Yeah. That is... So you know which one to come to. Fame, the musical, which is... It's even watched by the guy, David De Silva, who actually wrote it and made it.
Wow. Yeah.
And even he said it was like one of the best productions he's ever seen.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, like you've just been explaining to us off the thing, weren't you, saying that you sit there and watch it and you're just like amazed by it.
Yeah, there's a bit like I'm not really in, and I'll literally stand at the side of the stage and watch it.
Oh, yeah.
Like a #1 fan.
It's good that you're still doing that even after doing it for so long as well, though.
Because don't you think you get sick of songs and stuff? Like, I literally go to sleep singing Fame, I'm Gonna Live Forever.
Yeah.
That wasn't my singing voice.
And you've got a week off from now on.
Yeah.
You've got a week off.
And you're not chilling. Because we've just caught you after the gym, right? So you're still fucking going, running round circles.
Let me tell you what happened, guys. So I answered the door, didn't I, with like my little puffer jacket on, all dressed for the gym, and I looked at the wrong time. So I got to the gym all the way through town, which is like a huge, massive traffic jam, isn't there?
Don't tell us you come back just for us.
No, I missed my gym thing because I got the wrong time.
Oh, what was it, like a class? Was you doing like a class?
It was at 12 and I got there for 1.
Oh.
So I saw everyone coming out and just pretended.
Everyone's all there red and sweaty and your fresh face like, let's go girls.
I just reversed out and just went back.
Oh, what class was it you was booked in to do?
It's Vibe.
What
Vibe?
No.
Alright, Vibe. So it is hardcore. Like, don't do it, you'll throw up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like you throw up in a bin. You do a treadmill and then like you come off for a minute and you do like weights.
Yeah.
And then you go back on the treadmill, but you go faster and faster each time.
Oh wow. See, all these classes are really good. So my missus, she goes to a thing, trains on the beach every Wednesday night at like 8:00. And even at this time of year, and she always goes and she gets home and she's like, oh, I'm knackered. And I go to the gym, like I've been going quite a lot recently, so I'm feeling pretty fit.
Yeah,
and
good looking trim.
she went, stop it. Not now. She always gets home on a Wednesday night moaning how hard work it is, and I thought, it can't be that bad. So she wrote me into it last night, and I tell you what, I woke up this morning and I was like, my legs are killing, all my shoulders. I'm in bits. Like these classes that people are doing, honestly, they're brutal, some of them.
Do you know what? Just do what I do.
Nothing.
Just sit and watch telly. It's dead good.
Is your remote hand like proper
my
powerful?
My phone kills.
Wanking hand.
Yeah. Alright. Oh, we're going there. So 3 minutes into the chat.
We're already wanking.
We're already on the wank. So.
Yeah, no, they're good though, the classes. They sort of shock your system a bit because like if you go to the gym and you're doing your weights, like you go at your own pace, so you're not really like rushing anything.
Yeah, I can't. I've got to be told what to do.
Oh really?
Otherwise I'll sit on my phone.
Oh yeah. I'm a bit like that. I'm always on my phone doing shit that I don't need to be doing, like seeing what Barbara's up to on Facebook. Like, yeah. But go on.
So I think we have to give. We'll probably do it on the intro when we record that later, but I think we have to only rightfully give everybody, especially the listeners in Britain, another warning here not to get too mad at Georgia, over her subject.
Yeah, don't judge.
It's gonna cause riots, dude.
This is huge.
Yeah, if you want to say what your subject is.
Right. What really pecks my head. Probably ever since I was a kid, actually, like all growing up and every day not understanding it. It's cups of teas.
Cups of teas.
That's just mental.
A brew.
So
a tea.
A coffee.
Coffee? Would you put coffee in that?
Coffee. People don't really want them as much, do they?
I
Coffee's
drink a lot of coffee. I drink
throughout the day. Would you have like 5 or 6?
No. I have one in the morning, like with my breakfast, and then maybe one at lunch after me meal.
And what does the coffee do? It like wakes you up. It does.
It buzzes you. You don't really get a buzz from it, but it's good for like fat loss and weight loss and things. So you have a black coffee.
There's caffeine in it, so it does. For me, I like coffee in the morning. Like I'm dead thingy with my coffee. Like,
so you're not one of them that goes, I can't function unless I've had a cup of coffee.
I am a little bit, yeah.
You dickhead. Yeah, I'm with Jorgie then.
No, genuinely, like in the because I like.
So you're telling me you can't function unless you've had a coffee?
I can function. Like, so this morning when I met you, I'd not yet had a cup of coffee.
And how was it? Was you a mess? Like
I wasn't a mess. I went out.
It just seemed exactly the same.
I functioned. I did everything. We were fine. Me and my wife had like an antenatal kind of things. We went to see like the baby scan and all that. Cool. Kind of dead cute. So yeah, I functioned in that. But there was a part where I'm kind of sat in the little waiting room and going,
would you have appreciated it more if you had a coffee?
I don't know. No, I wouldn't appreciate it more. Do you know what I mean? It's seeing my little baby boy.
Would you have took more in? Would you have taken in more?
Wow.
Can we just story up, love? I haven't had a coffee yet, so.
But no, like
just story up.
There was times I sat there going, I've not had a coffee yet. Oh God, I've not really woke up yet. I do feel like, it's like when you like I don't like leaving the house without having a shower. Like I never have, even if I have a bath the night before, I wake up and I'm like, I've got to have a shower. I can't leave the house without having a shower.
Yeah, straightens your day up.
This is what I think I hear people say out loud. I need a cup of tea. Like I need a brew. And the fact of what do you actually need from it? Like why? And why do you need 6 a day?
Yeah, I mean I'm one of them. I'm fully one of them. Like I do love a good cup of tea. You're looking at me in disgust, Georgie.
Because as well, like what do you need? Like you sit down and you go, I could do with a cuppa. Also, I've got like a list of things about this.
Oh mate,
Like this
bring them up. Yeah.
This is long. You're gonna be bored.
Oh no! Also, this will cause mayhem, mate.
But I've not even offered you a drink or anything.
When we got here, by the way, she was like, we should offer you a drink, and I was like, maybe have a glass of water. And she was like, maybe my mum who lives next door.
Yeah.
She said maybe my mum snuck in and maybe like left a couple of tea bags in there, which she hasn't. So we've not had a hot drink.
I don't know if you want. Like I literally don't know how to make it.
Is there a Costa nearby? Isn't it there?
There is, yeah. You could do that after and think, thank God we did it.
So, what you're saying is you don't get why people go, we need a brew.
But also, right, so there's a process of making it, isn't there?
Yeah.
You've got maybe this is what people love about it, like maybe they like the routine, but
therapeutic almost.
Yeah,
maybe.
Possibly. Like you've got to put your kettle on. That's got to boil for a bit, and it's got to go fully boiling.
Yeah.
If you do it before or after, then what is that?
Well, it clicks when it's ready, doesn't it?
But if you do it before the click, then obviously that's going to be a cold brew, so that's not what you're into.
Yeah, I think it's got to be the 100 degrees, so it brews the tea, I guess.
Right. Yeah. So that's what you got to think in your process of making a tea.
Well, you haven't got to think that because now there's things called kettles that do that for you.
Do it? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you just fill it with water and you're ready to go.
So you don't have to put it in a pan and think about it. That's
check
good.
your thermometer. Yeah.
Some of them
Welcome to 2018.
Some of them you can even do it on your phone.
Oh, yeah, you can boil a kettle with your phone now.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, you're missing out on all of this.
Oh my God.
Yeah, man. You can get kettles now.
No.
Where they come with an app for your phone, so you can be like, leave it today, for instance. You've gone to the gym, you've got the wrong fucking time, right? I'm going to go home now, I really need a fucking cup of tea.
I need it ready.
Get your phone out, bam, press the button, and when you get home, you've got a nice boiled kettle. Mm-hmm. And you can even set it to like, what time do you get up? 7:30 in the morning?
Oh
right,
my God.
well, I want the kettle boiled for 7:35, so I'll come down. There you go.
This is next level laziness, though.
Well, exactly, yeah, I mean, it is.
So that's not even part of the process. And then you've probably got a favourite mug. Or you might not, or if someone puts it in another mug, someone else is making it. There's 2 ways here. There's channels going on.
Yeah.
So your mug, your mug's a thing, the way you hold it or whatever, the rim, the shape of the rim in your mouth, whatever, that's a thing. Then you've got like your tea bag, your milk and your sugar. There's this massive process of...
Yeah, I get this. People are too, like, I like I say, I like a brew. When I was a kid, like when I was younger, I always drank like say tea and 2 sugars or coffee with 2 sugars. I sort of like got myself off sugar because it's fucking terrible for you anyway.
Yeah.
And I don't like sugar in my tea now or my coffee. I prefer it without. But if someone makes me a tea, like if I go around someone's house and they'll make me a tea and just put like, because I think the general consensus, the general like the what is it like the fucking
polite teeness?
Yeah, it's like tea and 2 sugars. Like the majority.
Someone
of
made
people
me a
have
tea
that.
with 2 sugars.
No, but I think that's like
you don't too much.
Yeah, I used to have it with 2 sugars.
But that's what I mean. I think that's the kind of like, what's the word I'm looking for? That the average person would drink tea 2 sugars. That's like the average drink of tea.
Yeah.
And people will make that for me, but I'm like, I'll go, oh cheers, and I'll drink it. I'm not one of them people like you say who's like, oh, you've ruined me. Like
I wouldn't be. If Jorgie made me a cup of tea now and bought it through with 2 sugars in it, I would have to. I'd say, oh, I can't have that.
I'm too polite.
And that's you've got 2 people there going, you'll just drink it, which is a brew that you've wanted, but you've got a specific way of making it, but you'll still drink it out of politeness.
Yeah, exactly.
Or you'll go, I don't want this.
I wouldn't get back in there, do that again.
I wouldn't go, oh, that's gross, take it back. I'd go, oh, do you mind if I wouldn't expect you to go and make me another one.
Because I'd do it shit again.
Yeah. I'd go, alright, do you mind if I just go remake that? But then that puts me in a ballpark of you snotty little prick.
So then you're pouring that tea away.
Telly came round, he was like,
so my mum put 5 tea bags in a special cup, and then you've had to waste the tea bag because you wanted to make your own tea in a particular way. You've had to re-cup your kettle with your app that you've had to connect to my kettle. and also like you'll still drink it, and sometimes like hit and miss, like 4 times out of 5 you'll go, that's a good brew. Or that one time.
I do get that though. Sometimes I do go like, oh yeah, that's a good brew. I do like I was saying to Andy earlier on when we was discussing your subject. I was saying I don't smoke anymore, but when I used to smoke, getting up and having a cig and a cup of tea in the back garden, like sitting in my slippers in my dressing gown at the back door, just for a cup of tea and a fag, like they just went hand in hand. That's one thing I miss about smoking, really.
Yeah. Also, I've heard that helps you go to the toilet in the morning.
You need a
coffee and a fag. Coffee and a cigarette.
Coffee, that's what they say. Yeah, coffee goes right through, so you need a poo.
Like a laxative. Yeah. So you just said then, like, do you have to make a lot of brews? Like, if you go around to your mum's or any family or friend, like, are you go on, you put the kettle on, make us a brew. Or do they already know that you just shit?
They already know. And also, the brews I've ever made have purposely been shit.
Yeah.
Purposely, so you've done it on purpose.
So I'm like, I've tried, I don't want to do this again.
Yeah.
And I'll leave a tea bag in or something, and I'll be like, oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Or if I've got a new boyfriend or something, that's it.
You'll set it right there.
Yeah.
Straight away.
Usually they'll not have tea anymore. They'll come round, or when I'm hanging out with them, they will never drink tea. Yeah.
Because you've already planted that little.
She's put them off it. Yeah.
I've ruined it. I've changed their life.
I think that's. I love Charles for a million and one reasons, but she makes a cracking cup of tea.
So you love her more.
So I love her more because of that. Yeah. So maybe you need to sort your tea.
Maybe that's why I'm single.
Maybe that's why you're single. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. No, it does help. It does help. Like a good brew. But I'm not like Andy said at the beginning. Like it's pissed me off the way he said that. What? Oh, I don't feel like I'm the same unless I've had a coffee.
No. I don't feel like
I can't function. I hate that.
No.
People say it on set all the time. You get like the cameraman or the gripper go, no, I simply can't function.
I'm not a dickhead.
How they shit at it, like how they actually shit until they've had a brew.
Yeah, I think you still can do your job, mate. Yeah.
Steven Spielberg cannot like if he made Jurassic Park without a brew, it'd be fucking shit.
Imagine Ready Player One without coffee.
Jurassic crap. I must admit, I have become addicted to a double espresso.
So that's just a shot.
But I hate it. Like I'll do it holding my nose, and I'll just do it for a shot. Oh right. Okay. Because I like the feeling it gives you.
Because it reminds you of all the fun nights out that you've had.
Yeah. It just won't feel like.
Wish it was tequila.
So you drink that quite often, or do you just? Is that when you're knackered?
I'll say doing 8 shows a week. I need 2 of them a day.
Ah, right, okay.
You have 2 double espressos a day?
So I'm off my tits.
Oh, yeah. But to be honest, mate, like you were saying before, like, you said, you know, like, you did you say sort of coffee, Tomo, coffee doesn't really perk you up?
I don't go, oh, I can tell I've had a coffee.
Does it not?
No, not really. But I mean, I just drink that. I've only got cheap coffee from Aldi.
So is that why? Is there a difference?
Maybe that's not. Well, I don't
Possibly.
know.
Well, like instant.
It's not. I mean, I went for the more expensive one in Aldi. So the cheapest being, I don't know, 45p for a fucking sack of it bigger than your car.
Yeah.
Or you can get like a little pot that's sort of, I don't know, the size of an iPhone for £2.99.
Yeah.
And I just have sort of 1 teaspoonful of coffee and then just hot water.
Yeah.
But I don't go, oh fuck it, I can tell I've had a coffee.
Nah,
You know what I mean?
I mean, there is obviously like the caffeine in it. Like Jorgie's saying, if I'm tired, I'll have like a nice like espresso or something like that, and it does kind of gives you a little, does perk you up. Like there's actual fucking.
Would you have
science
one
there
past 7 p.m?
No, I can't personally. I can't drink coffee after. I have trouble sleeping. It's just a bit of a, what is it called? Insomniac, yeah, like faithless. But tearing off tights with my teeth. But
we can edit that.
But yeah, no. So if I have a coffee after like 4 or 5 in the afternoon, then I'm up all night.
I tell myself that I'm not, after a certain time, not to have like a coffee. Yeah. So I'll have coffees through the day. Well, maybe 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, and then I'll have a brew at night. Like
and
a cup of tea.
And that sends you to sleep a bit.
Well, yeah, that and my wife's boring conversation combined.
But with the best cuppa ever.
Yeah.
So I mean things like that, like you're saying though, like I love, like you say, just sitting having a nice brew with like my missus, or do you know what I mean? Is that not like you said, like obviously you scare the fellas away by shit brews?
Yeah, I must do.
Is it not like when, like you said before, like if you pop round your mum's or something, you know, that's like it's such a staple. This is why I think this is going to cause absolute. This is going to be fucking riots.
I'm going to lose fans.
It's because
well, then follow us on Twitter.
They've got. I think this, like, because it's such a staple of kind of Britishness.
Yeah,
that
and
you
Northern.
go round and have a brew, and especially Northern.
Which I
correct.
love Northern, and Northern is my roots. Like, that is my life. Manchester is like.
Yeah.
Cups of teas in it, and afternoon tea. I understand why they call it afternoon tea, because
afternoon tea.
And that's like cakes involved, and I get that.
Yeah, it's just like lunch.
Yeah,
isn't it?
little sandwiches.
Like cream cake. No, afternoon tea.
I had this with Charlotte.
Cream cakes, and that's what afternoon tea is now. Like
it's
people,
a fancier lunch, isn't it?
Yeah, like
that's
you can
just
lunch.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
coming round for lunch.
Yeah.
Because that's fancy.
Yeah.
So if I make like a tuna panini, would you not bother coming?
Yeah, I like tuna panini, but if you put a brew in it, then no, I don't want to come.
Yeah, I had this out, and I was saying, like, she said she'd been for afternoon tea or something, and I was like, afternoon tea? I mean, do you mean lunch? Afternoon tea?
No, so it's like, because like you can get them on like fucking Groupon and that, can't you? Where it's like
the
£20 for 2 people. Yeah, but it's like, so they bring over like a little couple of like, you know, them plates where it's like
it's stacked,
tiered,
and
it's like cakes on there. Like, so I'm like,
you can tell I'm from Grimsby,
cream cake scones. Well, I never, mate. This so
like,
my missus, she's like a little bit posher than me. And well, loads, but I'm not posh at all. She's a bit posh, and her mum does that all the time, like afternoon tea with like the girls and stuff. And bang my mic. But she, it was only about a month or 2 ago. She went, "Oh, I really fancy afternoon tea. Should we have a bit of afternoon tea?" And I was like, "What?" And she was like, "Yeah, like cream cakes, jam, and cream." And I was like, "Oh, I'm not a big fan of like whipped cream. But have you ever had cream cakes with jam and cream and all that shit?"
Yeah.
Fucking majestic, aren't they?
Afternoon tea is
mate,
that was so much passion.
Mate, because I shit you not, right? For the past, this is why I'm eating healthy now, because for the past, that was about 2 months ago, and for the past, say, 2 months, every time, like, we'll nip to Tesco, and she'll go, "Oh, yeah, just pop it back, it's right." She'll go, "Oh, will you just nip in and get some bread?" I'll be like, yeah. And I come out with bread, but with
cream cakes.
And I'm like, right, and we've got like a little teapot, and I'm like, let's get that out. Feel like we go all like, yeah, it's a bit sad.
You set that up at home.
I set it up at home because I need help, Georgia.
Effort and time. That's yeah. But then also you've got like different types of sandwiches and cakes in it, so you go the full haul. Like,
we have done a couple of times, and we've got our little girl as well, who's only 4. So like,
she join in?
Yeah, so it's like it's like a little tea party.
She's
with
like etiquette, like the little fingers.
Oh no, we don't do all that. I'll have none of that in my house. None of that etiquette bollocks. But no, like it's you know it's dead nice, and like I was saying there, like there is, especially that's more of a southern thing, I guess.
Do you think? I think that is posh, and that's probably
what's that? The
afternoon tea.
Yes. And you've got like different selections of tea, aren't you? Like
green tea,
herbal
tea,
what's the
breakfast tea,
Earl Grey. Yeah.
You know when you try and have like a cup of tea when you're on holiday in like Mexico or something.
They don't have breakfast.
Have you got any Yorkshire tea, pal?
And is it super shit? Because I wouldn't know. Because what's the difference?
Yeah.
Oh mate, yeah. So me and my missus, we went on our honeymoon last year to America, and they just everywhere we did like Vegas, New York, LA, and nowhere does sort of like a British sort of breakfast tea. Everywhere's like they do like I think they do like Earl Grey and that. But have you ever had that with milk?
No, I just don't drink it. If it's not PG tips.
Are you a PG man?
No. If it's not PG tips or like Yorkshire tea, I'm not interested.
Yeah.
So then what do you do then when you're out there in the wilderness of a foreign place?
Genuinely, me and my missus, like, we were having the time of our life, like, fucking seeing some amazing, like, we looked at the Grand Canyon and all that, but all we wanted to do was come home and have a brew.
Cup of tea.
Not all we wanted to do, but yeah, genuinely though, this is where, like, when you say I don't see how people, like, we were on the plane, and my missus, genuinely, it was like, oh, it was great that one. She was like, yeah, I'm just looking forward to getting home, getting in our bed, seeing our little girl, and having a proper cup of tea.
Yeah, but don't you see where this is where my passion comes from hugely?
Why?
For all your lives now. Like, you're screwed because you've gone to the canyon and done all that in New York, and it's great, and you're ticking your boxes, but you're
not having
go home and have your cup of tea.
Yeah.
Was there anyone, just because you're saying that, and was there anyone in like the fucking jungle who was just reaching for a cup of tea?
Oh, Yvette Fielding. She collapsed, right? So the colour washed from her whole body.
Really?
Well, yeah, because it was like withdrawals, wasn't it?
Oh, from tea?
Yeah.
Is it tea or coffee?
Tea. It was tea. She is a full-on tea brew drinker. Like, she would have 7 a day, I think. And she would literally she'd be like a piece of like wiltering, like, you know, like a little plant, like head down like this, like hand on her head, like just dead worried,
sweating,
like worried face, constantly like I can't cope. And I was like, oh my god, this is tea.
It's just
tea.
I do, like I said, I get that to a certain extent because I do fancy it, but I don't think, you know, like we went and lasted obviously like say 3 weeks. I think we were in the States or whatever.
Well,
in the jungle.
You lasted 3 weeks and done
that. Bear Grylls, me, mate. You don't know about me. But like, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't think if I was out there doing that'd be the top of my boards.
I mean, so am I right in thinking with the jungle, are you allowed one of your own items or something like that?
Yeah, you're allowed.
So
right.
Can you just talk me through that? Just not for the podcast listeners, just for me, because I've always been interested.
Because it starts on Sunday and we just want to know.
Yeah, I want to know. I can't wait.
Well, what happens is they do give you, right, because I was last in.
Yeah.
So I had like 3 days from LA on my holidays to just go and do it.
Oh, shit.
So they get given, like, they say what they want, like, say a pillow. But if someone's got a pillow, you can't have a pillow.
Oh, so you was last in?
Yeah.
Is that to encourage like bartering?
Maybe.
I'll give you some of my really cool Hello Kitty pairs.
For pure
That's not what
pain.
I take.
Yeah.
What are you about?
So you can take anything, but to a certain extent.
Like, you can't take spices and salt and pepper, I don't think.
Oh yeah, so you can.
But there's times when that's happened, isn't it? So they must have snuck it in because you're not allowed.
My mum's got a Torah caravan. How would they stand on that?
Take that in.
Plug in loads of pepper and that.
But cockroaches will be filled in it. So mine was a mascara. Because I was literally like at the bottom of the pile of like what to take. So people had took a dressing gown and a onesie and stuff and things like that. So I was like, I wouldn't have even thought to take it.
Really stuck. And obviously your obvious ones that you're not allowed to take would be like your phone and things.
No way, not a chance. No. But then also, You're just going to text everyone because everyone's asleep in Australian time as well.
Yeah, that's true. That's
so it's
true.
not even like you're awake at the right time.
Everyone's because
It's not even a good idea.
So you took your mascara, of all the things, you took your mascara.
Yeah, I'm an idiot.
No, it's not.
Well, your eyes look beautiful throughout the whole series, so you've got that.
Thank God. I had the worst skin though, thank God.
No,
then I got proactive. Woo!
Shout out.
But yeah, there's certain things you think, oh, actually, maybe concealer would have been a better idea for me. Or maybe like a pillow.
A pillow. So no one took a pillow in?
They did. I think Vicky Patterson took a pillow in.
Yeah. Is she as wacky in real life as she's... I've never met her. She follows me on Twitter and something about I quite fancy her a little bit.
Yeah, no, you probably would. Yeah, you probably would.
Yeah.
Definitely. She's sexy. She's saucy sexy.
Yeah.
But very she's very funny.
Yeah, she'd not take no shit.
Yeah. But like her humour is brilliant.
Yeah.
I just burped then.
I didn't catch it. I didn't hear it.
So as a luxury item, could you not, like if I went in, would I be able to say, right, I'll come and do it, but my luxury item has got to be like a box of Yorkshire tea?
I think maybe, but you won't be able to share them with anyone.
Okay.
It would have to be yours. And
so what was Yvette's luxury item? Can you remember?
No idea.
No.
Not tea.
She was just keeled over so much. There's just no
bless
chance.
Just crumbling into herself.
She literally was like, I want to leave. I can't cope without tea.
See, it like again, like it. I can partly see because you like a brew, Tomo, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I do. I enjoy a brew, but like I said, again, I don't need one.
No, you're not one of them people. Go, oh, yeah.
I wouldn't be a vet crumbling into myself without one.
Is there anything, Jorgie, sorry, that you do go, oh yeah, like I do it with like chocolate.
Chocolate, yeah.
You like chocolate?
Do you know what I will say?
How are you so skinny if you like chocolate?
Oh, I love it, but I've literally not been food shopping, so I've literally got the time to do it like soon.
Yeah.
But I am a fan of chocolate.
Yeah.
Also, what's good is doing so many shows is I can eat what I want and it just goes.
Straight up.
Because you're working out. You say you're dancing and stuff.
So that feeling that you get when you go, oh yeah, fucking crunch it or whatever, is like that's or like I get it over a pint. You know when you like again, I don't know if you drink lager, but like for me, I'll like come in from an hard day at work and I will go, could do with a good pint of lager, but also I'll do that, could do with a good brew. It's the same.
Similar.
It's exactly the same.
So maybe
sometimes I'll substitute it. I'll go, could do with a pint. I'm like, it's fucking Tuesday. You're not sitting drinking on a Tuesday. Oh yeah, I'll have a nice.
Do you know what? That's good to know. Actually, that is good. But what would you do if all the pubs just sold tea?
I sometimes got a lot of stick from the lads for having a cup of tea in the pub. Not on a Friday night. Not on a Friday night sat and done it, but like.
That's absurd.
say some of the lads that like they've got normal jobs, so they'll be like they've been say if it's like a Wednesday afternoon, they've been at work 12 hours a day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and on Wednesday night they might deserve a pint. Whereas me, I've been sat out and playing on Xbox trying to get you to do podcasts. So I'm like, I don't really deserve a pint as such. You know what I mean? So like. I might go and watch the Champions League, but instead of having pints, I'll just have a cup of tea. Like.
That's good.
That is so strong.
Because I don't feel like I've...
Please teach me these ways.
Because I don't feel like I've earned a pint because I've not been working. Do you know what I mean?
There's no peer pressure there. Well done. That's really like that's admirable.
But then sometimes like Sunday just gone. I mean, I certainly had no tea whatsoever. And
really?
Yeah, I kind of like even though I'd not been working, sort of went a bit overboard.
See, funnily enough that you've said that as well about this pub because. It was only a couple of weeks ago I was out filming this documentary and I said to the other guys, I was like, we went and got a Greg's breakfast in the morning. It was like 5 in the morning.
Shit cup of tea in Greg's. Too hot.
Too hot. It's not
to
great.
Do it too hot.
Too hot, so you have to wait for it to cool.
It's too hot, man.
Yeah,
but you boiled your kettle, so what is that about?
But, no, I mean...
some places like Starbucks, they cannot serve
over a certain
their brew has to be a certain temperature, so it's not too hot.
McDonald's
so because of like legal issues and that. Don't know maybe why Greg's and that don't have to. Yeah, but anyway, so we were at Greg's at like
a child. Oops. Imagine.
We were at Greg's at like 5 in the morning, and we got like a nice coffee and that. And I actually said to him, like weirdly enough, I was like, "Would you rather?" You know, they're like, "Would you rather?" game. Like, would you rather wake up tomorrow and alcohol be completely gone, or coffee?
Oh, coffee.
See, I said
because I can just
coffee,
drink tea.
Yeah.
I said alcohol, mate.
Why?
You said you'd rather alcohol?
Why?
I'd rather, because again, like you were saying before, like I couldn't imagine life that nice.
Have you not woke up and had a shot of tequila, that sort of shit? I've done that many times, haven't you? Yeah, off we go, yeah. So do you not like hot chocolates or anything like that?
No, I don't even like hot chocolate. I don't know why. I think it's like hot milk.
Soup?
Yeah, I like soup, but now this is a thing that really, like, it's one of my fears. Like a massive fear is like burning your mouth. You know, because like for that week you can't taste anything. It's just constantly burning
the top of your mouth. Yeah.
See, I think because I'm one of them. Like my wife goes mad at me when I drink a cup of tea.
Why?
Because I don't wait for it to cool down. Like I'll drink it and I'll go. Like I'm a little bit of a slurper. Yeah, it's hanging in it down there.
No.
Not necessarily slurping it, but like it's too hot for me to drink. But I can't bear the idea of letting it go cold. Like so my missus is like, just wait for it. And I'm like, but I want to drink it like this. And I think you get used because like sometimes like my mouth is a bit burnt on the inside. Like
just
the
constantly
top
forever.
Not constantly forever,
It's
but
a blister.
Yeah, just a blister.
Constant blister.
But I think you kind of build up a little bit of a resistance to
Do you know
that.
what, though?
My gran used to call it asbestos mouth.
Yeah, you've probably got a metal mouth.
A metal mouth.
But I have dumped a man once for being in bed with a hot pot noodle.
Oh yeah, I couldn't be. Yeah, well,
Doing
I
that.
suppose I do it.
Yeah.
So
that's the only way to eat a pot noodle.
Well,
I do it. Same with noodles.
Yeah. Well, I just couldn't see past that, and I just was like,
Oh,
I
and you
can't
got
do
it.
it anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like that episode. Did you watch that episode of Black
I feel
Mirror?
really sorry for the guy.
Did you watch that episode of Black Mirror where they had that in it? Was it Black Mirror?
Was it?
It was like the dating one.
Oh yeah.
And she got with a guy who she really liked. Like it was them two. Like
Was it the app one with the
something like that? Yeah, where he was like
no. Joe Cole.
It was like
you have the
I
timer.
think so. It was like so like
you're in
it tells you how long you're going to be in a relationship
that one,
for.
Yeah.
And then she got with a guy who's like really good looking, and she was like, oh well, I'm going to be with him forever. And then slowly but surely, you just noticed that every time he had a drink of water, he just went. Every single time, like shit like that would get on my nerves. Actually, do you know what I mean?
No.
What you doing, mate?
I never understood that when and you've just been talking about it then when you said when you have a pint, you go, oh, I really fancy a pint. You know when you see it on like the Strongbow advert or the Guinness advert, like a builder's been scaffolding all day or whatever, and then he has a pint and he goes, I don't think I've ever done that.
You've never done that after a cup of tea?
To be honest though,
or a cup of tea or a pint.
Have you ever
gone,
or
I
noodles?
really need that.
Have you ever been on a fucking building site all day though?
Yes, I have.
Oh, have you?
Yeah. I used to do a bit of tiling with one of my dad's mates.
Oh, did a bit of what?
Tiling.
Oh, if it said tidying then. I said, no, Tomo. No, not tidying a building site.
Tiling. I got through a lot of tea during my tiling job.
Yeah, that's it. That's one thing that kind
What
of...
is that then? Yeah, why did they... For tea
a builder's
breaks?
brew, yeah.
Because that's a thing, innit? Yeah, like tea break. But then, like, this is one thing that not bugs me, but I'm just kind of like... So whenever you have people round doing anything, because I'm hopeless, like anything... I notice you've got some like rollers and that there. You might be doing stuff in the house.
I do paint
do you
my
do it?
house.
Oh, do you? Oh, wicked,
I do it in a
man.
day.
But like,
really?
have you ever had people over? Like, we've got like a gardener, and like when the gardener
Fucking
comes,
hell.
Afternoon tea to
Still
gardener.
well, Annie. This is it.
Listen. As much of a shit name it's got, Wivenshaw is fucking great for gardens. Everyone's got a nice garden.
Oh,
like,
that's good.
So we've got a garden. It's like £20 a fortnight. It's not fucking. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's £40 a month. That's more than my phone.
It's a pretty big garden, but like so.
I bet you run it through your taxes as well, don't you, Dodgy?
No, how do you? No, you can't have looks. You can't do that. But like,
quad bike.
but like, whenever you have anyone round like our gardener, or whenever you have someone coming and doing like anything to your house and that, like, you kind of obliged.
You have to make them a cup of tea.
Brew?
So
then how often are you obliged to? Because I've had people go, oh, can I have a brew? Do you know what I mean? It's like, oh, sorry, mate. Like,
Well,
So what would you have done? Yeah, if.
Well, right, so I had my blinds done once, like, that guy came round for then, and I did my trick of making a shit.
Even to a guy working on your house?
Yeah, I'm paying him. I can't pay him in tea.
No, but it just helps his morale. To give him a good day.
He took one sip, put it down, and it was left. Like the whole day. So I was like, haha.
So now if anybody's doing any work in the Manchester area and they'll go, oh, Jorgie Porter, they'll go,
oh, I wonder if that's her from the cellar. And then they come here, it is. They're dead excited. Go on, Tomo.
but now they know that your mum lives next door.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
we talk about this on the podcast.
She is an absolute.
And she will make them a good brew. So there you go. If there's any contractors working in the area, Jorgie Porter will make you a shit brew, but mum next door will make you a good one.
But my mum will literally absolutely ply you with tea to the point where using my toilet? And I'm like, how many times is he going to my toilet? Mum, he's working in your house.
Do you reckon that's where the way your like distaste of it comes from then? Did your mum used to make them a lot like for you when you was a kid? And
do you know what I think?
Do you reckon you had too many brews?
Yeah, do you know your little tippy cup like as a kid?
Yeah.
I think as like a 2-year-old or something. I think Mum used to secretly make me brews, and I didn't know what it was, but it would taste dead nice as a kid. And I remember
loads of sugar.
Probably loads of sugar, and probably to like shut me up or keep me quiet. And I remember vividly being in the kitchen, going like demanding my own tea and going water, milk, no tea. But obviously, should have had to hide. Put a tea bag in.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I was like, no!
What? I wonder why she felt like you had to have tea.
Yeah.
Go knock and ask her.
She's in Eccles at the minute. She probably does.
Should get her in, yeah.
Do you want it?
Explain it.
So what I was going to do to you guys was give you the wrong house number.
Oh, you did that.
You did that. You fucking rang me and said it's not number 3. Sorry.
I told you it was number 3, but it's actually number 2. So, because my mum is like a huge fan of this thing. Like,
oh, is she really?
No, like, embarrassingly though. Like, I was literally like, Mum, I've got people coming around today. She's like, oh yeah, what? And I was like, you might know him, but... So I was going to have them, like you guys, just knock on her house, and she'd have absolutely...
you shouldn't have told her that we was coming. And
I know.
when we'd done this, we would have just gone and knocked.
But because
maybe even just walked in.
No,
hit her with a tea bag. Out of the pot, not
Oh, really? Yeah.
Roasting on one.
But also, like, with microphones, my mum comes out with, like, the most bizarrest things because I've had to cancel her from doing live things and coming to TV things.
Oh,
what do you
really?
mean?
Why?
Come on, give us some stories.
Okay, so the
ones that you don't mind sharing with a couple of thousand people around the world.
I don't mind this one. This one's quite funny. But so the jungle, Australia, you get to take someone.
Just
Are
one
they there
person.
the whole time as well?
2 or 3. Yeah, the whole way through.
So they get a fucking nice, cool little
Versace all day, every day.
They
free
fly
food.
them out and all that. Yeah.
Oh, it's amazing. First class, brilliant.
That's nice, man.
Wow.
No.
I'm gonna do it now then.
Oh, do it. Do it for your family. Be out in the first day, just do it. Because you get to stay there for the rest.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Please.
I didn't invite my mum.
Oh, you didn't?
Nah, she couldn't.
She was fucking tapping.
Oh, that's...
She's quite a stressful person anyway, so getting on a plane and stuff would be quite anxiety.
Especially for
stress.
that amount of flight. What's the flight like?
24 hours or something?
Yeah, you have to swap in Singapore and stuff.
Oh, wow.
So she, at the end of the show when I was coming out, like you miss your mum, whatever, like you cry your eyes out, it's everything. She was in like the truck driving back to the camp or to the hotel.
So she did come? Oh, no,
so,
right, okay, yeah.
As in, me and my friend that I did take, who's
yeah.
PR world, like, just knowledge, just knows what to do.
Yeah.
Best friend. And so we're in the truck driving back to Versace. I'm still in my dirty, hanging, disgusting clothes.
That is a proper shower.
Not even a warm bath or anything.
Yeah.
And they hand you a phone and they go, right, we're going to phone your mum. Just tell her, like, not to swear, it's going to be live and stuff. Like, dead cash, like, yeah, okay. And I just went, oh, this is the worst thing ever.
Oh.
You knowing my mum put the phone to me and like, right, mum. She's like, George, fucking hell, is that you? And I'm like, yeah, right, oh, no, just stop. I'm like, mum, right, just don't swear, right, because you're going to be live. She's like, oh, Jesus, right, okay. And I'm like, I'm going to phone you back. So it's like, because you've just ruined it. So let's try that again. So she's like, right, I'll do that. So then, do that, put it down. I'm like, sorry, this is going to take a while. Phone her up again. I go, Mum, it's me, fucking hell, George! How you been? What are you doing? I'm like, I'm just talking up. Constant swearing. She's like, I know, but can't believe it. So many times she went, how can I not fucking swear? I'm like, because it's ITV.
Oh,
you're not allowed.
So you won't take her on that? Is it All Star, not All Stars? What's it called? The
Family
Fortunes. Absolutely not.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely no way.
Bless her.
That's brilliant.
Do you know what I've just been? Do you know what the thought process of the jungle? Just going back onto it when we were saying about like showering. Do you know like a friend of mine, Emily Atack, who's just going into it this year?
My friend too.
And I'm sure that when you went in there, it was all over the papers as well. Like, oh, can't wait to see Jorgie Porter in no clothes in the shower. And I'm just thinking, do you know how disgusting that sounds? Like,
isn't that weird?
Wrong,
it's mad how they can get away with that.
And also, think how you got to wash yourself. Like, how do you?
Yeah.
You just a bit like, yeah, there's a camera right there, and you've got to wash.
And sometimes you see it move, and you go, All right.
Do they not? Do you not like?
Hi, millions of people. Yeah, I'm just in the shower.
Because with that, obviously, you must. You must say like, don't show me, don't, you know.
Yeah.
Is that the things you? Because obviously with like with Big Brother.
Yeah.
There's nipples and stuff, but there's none of that in the jungle anyway, is there?
I reckon.
So going in, it's not going to make it to the telly.
But then you've got like little bare bums, haven't you? When the men do it and they wash their butts, like and they got their bum out, and that's. But I think
weirdly that's socially.
Hide. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Like
so you can have a bit of privacy if you want it.
You've got like a little decency coat, like a schmuck, that nobody really wears, I think.
No.
But I remember, like, you only get like 2 pairs of knickers, 3 pairs of knickers.
For the whole thing?
Yeah, you only get like 2 underpants. So you have to wash them and rotate them.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So you're obviously
flipping them inside out and stuff.
Flipping them around, whatever, wash them in the creek. I've washed so many people's undies in that creek. Like, I've watched Chris Eubanks. That's a weird memory. Anyway, swimming in skinnies like this. Like,
what
anyway.
a guy, though. What a guy.
Yeah, cool.
That's, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, if you're going to have a claim to fame, like, that's a good claim to fame. Like, you've actually cleaned Chris Eubanks' gruds.
Yeah.
Like, as nasty as that is, who else has done that
Who
apart
else
from
to do
Mrs.
that?
Eubanks? Do you know what I mean? Or,
and did she actually? Yeah, I don't know.
How did you find the skydive?
It's never been on my list of things to do ever.
But did you love it?
Oh my! Well, so I had to keep my heart rate down because that was like part of the task.
oh shit! Yeah, I remember that.
So I had to be like, "It's cool. This is just a skydive. There's nothing going on." I had to act like it was like a casual, just like a drive.
Is it out of a helicopter or a plane?
It was out of a helicopter.
Out of a helicopter.
But right, this is what happened. It's so casual out there. Australians are really casual.
Yeah.
So
they live in a country where everything wants to fucking kill you, don't they? They've got to be.
I
mind fucking out.
But then so all of a sudden it was like, it comes out of nowhere, these tasks, and I was getting dressed by this guy in a pair of jeans and Chelsea boots and like earrings and whatever and stuff, and just like dead casual. And I was like, well, he's putting me in this harness here. Who's going to be like my buddy that I jump out with? And it turns out to be him, and he's like, oh, I George arm you on my jumper. I'm going to tie you up and put this on there, put that there. So he started strapping me in. I'm in a little vest as well, and I'm like, do you think I need a jumper? Will I be cold? And he's like, nah, you'll be fine. Let's get you up there. So then you've got this whole like journey of going up there with him.
It's
like,
it's horrible, isn't it, on that plane?
Oh, it's so
so
fast.
tight and small.
Yeah. And like, I get travel sick as well. Like, do you get travel sick?
No, I'm all right normally.
Oh, I'm like, whoa. And then you get like hung out of there for like a good 7 frosty minutes of like freezing. And like, I was attached to this guy, right? And I was looking at him and I'm like, what is this? Like, he's wearing this most casual Saturday night outfit.
Yeah.
And then he goes, after 3, we'll jump. And he's like, sticks his hand in front of me. And he goes, 1. And he goes, 2. Finger 2 is missing. So I'm like,
what?
Missing a finger?
Missing a finger! And then he goes 3 and I'm like, where's number 2?
So your heart rate's gone. Yeah.
And we like literally jumped out and I'm thinking,
my God.
Is he the actual, like, is he part of this, or is he just like a casual person that just got involved? Because
he'd be missing a finger.
What are you doing here, guys?
Where's 2? Where's 2? Where's 2? Where's 2?
It was like a nubbin was like number 2 and I was like, what?
Oh my God. But then when you hit the ground, it's the best thing you ever do, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I think when
Would you do it again?
He also gave me the ropes as well a bit, but I was just I'm not into this, you hold it. Like,
Would you do it again?
No.
I was like that because I thought
So have you done it, yeah?
Well, I got roped into it for a charity, really. Like,
Yeah, well,
it was one of them. I was there.
Oh, you're too good.
I was
Thomas.
opening a drug and alcohol rehabilitation centre.
Wow.
In Scunthorpe, which I think's still running. And they were saying, oh, we're doing a skydive for charity in like 3 weeks. I was like, oh, I wish I'd have known, I'd have done it, yeah, you know, but just being polite. Because I do like to do a lot for charity, and I was like, oh, I wish I'd have known, I'd have... So about 40 minutes later, after I was just about to go, they come up to us and they went, you're never going to guess what? I was like, what? They went, someone's just dropped out at the skydive, so you're in. I was like, oh, yeah, fantastic, fucking buzzing, yeah.
Nah,
but I was actually on a job as well. I was sort of filming on a job.
And did they let you do that?
Well, I didn't tell them, obviously because of the yeah, and I was like, so I was on set and I was like, so what are you getting up to on the weekend? I was like, not much, just gonna do it, yeah. But then it was one of them that as I was going up, I was like, fucking hell, this is scary.
Yeah.
But then I hit the ground and then I was like, wow, it was amazing. But I'm like, I've done it now and I don't want to risk
doing it
No.
again. Like, I know what it's like.
You were alive at the end. I was even like, oh, my hair's receding. Like, what the fuck? Like, everything's coming off. My eyelashes coming off. I was literally like stretched. And I just thought, I don't want to do this. I don't want to put my body in this.
I want to take a picture of the face you're doing now to put on the Insta.
My lips flapping around like, whoa.
Oh. See, I've done a bungee jump and I kind of...
See, I wouldn't want to do that.
You what?
I wouldn't want to do a bungee, I don't think.
Yeah.
I'd rather do a skydive than a bungee.
Yeah.
I'd rather do a skydive than a bungee.
I don't know. Yeah, I basically I did a bungee jump because I was working in a pub when I was like 18, and they had this bungee jump day. Like my landlord, he's one of my best mates. You met him, Simon. So like every summer he hires out a bungee crane. Fucking well high as well, just in a car park in a pub
seen a video of
in
this.
Wythenshawe.
Oh,
like it's madness.
Yeah.
And then he does it all for like cancer research and that. So not cancer research, he does it for the Christie. And basically, yeah. Anyway, I'm working my shift in the pub, and his son, because obviously his son's been there every year since he was a kid. They let him go and test it. Like the guys, they go, Brad, do you want to test it, mate? Like when they've set it up, and he's like, yeah. So he goes up. Obviously, it's all safe. He goes up and tests it.
It's safe
well,
before
exactly.
the
Yeah,
test?
he's doing the test. So anyway, I watched him do it, and I was like, fucking hell, yeah, that does look good. So I'm on my shift. I'm like, should I do it? And then someone came in, one of my mates who was doing it, and went, go on, do it. So I ran around, got the money. Anyway, did it. Fucking amazing. Like it's a good experience. Like you just feel like you're falling, don't you? There's nothing you are, but there's nothing to grab onto, and it's a bit mad. But I think to me, a skydive more than anything would be just going up in the plane and then looking down. My missus is one of them. Like she's a proper adrenaline junkie. Like we've been to like Disney World and Universal and all these theme parks, and she just doesn't get scared by any of the rides apart from ghost trains.
And when you take your clothes off.
And when I take my clothes off. But she has all.
Yeah, it's very quick.
Quite a bumpy ride. So she's always wanted to do skydiving. So when I proposed to her, I wrote this speech sort of thing. So I got a present, big box, and inside the big box put a smaller box. Inside that smaller box put a little smaller box. And inside that was the ring box. And inside the ring box, basically, I'll come to that in a minute. So anyway, inside one of the smaller boxes was this speech. So I read the speech out and I was like, look, this is something that we've always wanted to do. I know you've wanted to do it, and we should probably wait for the summer and book it in round then, because I don't think we should.
And this bad is in a very small box.
Well, this is me reading it, and then so I was like, so it wasn't in a ring box at this point. So anyway, I'm like, it's something that I think we should just do. We should just jump into, put all them little words in, like it's gonna take bravery to do it and all that. And inside, so then she's going, oh my god, and Mum's crying, and Mum's literally going, oh my god, and then. She opens and she sees this ring box, and then inside the ring box is one of them little parachute men that you used to watch, where you throw them up and they parachute down. And she went, what's this? And I went, what do you mean? She went, what is it? I went, undid it. I went, it's a parachute man. And she went, I don't get it. And I went, yeah, it's something that you've always wanted to do. I've been a bit like that over, and we're gonna have to jump into it. It's best doing it. What did you think? And she went. I thought you were going to ask me to marry her. And I went, fuck it. Come on. I said, if I was going to ask you to marry her, do it in front of all your family who were all there. In front of all our mates who were all there. And then I got down on my knee and was like, will you marry me? Did it proper. But I've shot myself in the foot because now I still owe that fucking skydive.
Oh, you still got to do it?
Yeah, we've still got to do it.
I can't believe that. So...
I've got the video. I'll show you the video.
I don't want to see it.
I just liked it. But then we see the ring and I took it back.
Oh yeah, and Mum, literally, right, so a Mum, Jane, bless her, she was crying at the point of when I was saying all this, like, jump into it and all that. I made it all like, it's applicable to both, clever like that. And her Mum was crying, her Mum was in tears, like, oh my god. And then on the video, you literally hear a Mum, when I go, what, it's parachuting? And Mum just goes, oh, for God's sake, something like really loud, like, I thought you were going to marry her. Like, she got a bit annoyed. I reckon if that was real and I was really joking, I wouldn't be speaking to her, Mum.
Oh, it's so funny. She'd be just slagging you off forever. She found a new suitor.
Yeah, he's no fucking good for you. You said he was great last week, Mum. No, he's no good for you. Get rid of him, lazy actor. I owe my missus a
You do?
A skydive.
A skydive and a fucking deep apology.
A massive.
Don't do it in Australia.
What? See, jump. Don't do a jump in Australia because of the guy with not enough fingers.
Very casual.
Yeah.
Super cash.
Where's number 2?
I always imagine like if I was to do a skydive, I wouldn't do it in Wivenshaw off a crane. I'd rather do it in Australia or something like that. You know
Bit scenic.
I can only.
Yay, the Fairbank!
It's nice.
Yeah.
What
The
more do you...
motorway. There was a new bypass.
Literally, did you do it? Like, that's what I was thinking.
So, just going back onto the subject.
Are you really thirsty? I'm sorry.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do as soon as
Have you actually got a tea? Like, because what we could do is we could probably stop the recording and you try and make us a tea, and then when we come back, we will
And
judge.
then you can test it.
We will judge your tea
live,
not live on a podcast.
How long have we been
You
recording?
can if you want.
We're on 48 minutes, so let's do that.
For 10 minutes or something, yeah?
Yeah. Let's judge
Yeah.
Georgie.
Are they like an hour?
Judge Georgie. Have you got the equipment you need?
Right, let me see if I have. Oh,
Right, okay, guys. So what we're gonna
I'm still
do?
in my gym gear.
We're going to stop recording here, and then when you next hear us, we will be judging Jorgie Porter's cup of tea.
What a diamond.
Yeah,
She's brilliant, isn't she?
just like her work ethic. Obviously, the chat there was about hot drinks and that, and like every week, you know, we don't just stay on that subject. Like, you know, her work ethic, man. Like, she's such a grafter.
She's been doing it from a very young age, hasn't she?
Exactly, like trained as a dancer and then got into acting, I think she said.
Yeah. She's worked her socks off, bless her, and you know, you get out of life what you put in. I think.
Yeah, exactly.
Not recently, but sort of, as I've grown up a lot more, I realise, the harder you work, the better the results. I mean, nothing just gets given to you. You've got fair enough, you get given opportunities in life, but it's down to you to grab it by the balls and run. And
exactly.
that's exactly what she's done, and
she is, like you say, like we caught up with her, as we said in the chat. She'd just been to the gym. You know, she's not having it.
she missed.
She's
the
not
gym.
having a day. Yeah, she missed the gym, didn't she?
She didn't make it. Yeah.
Which wasn't her fault. But yeah, you know, that was if that was me, like on a day off, sometimes just want to chill out. And I'm sure Georgie does. But
it was very nice of her to fit us in because she had a week off.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Georgie's one of them. Like for me, like because like I said at the top, we've been kind of pals-ish, I guess. I, as soon as we started recording these, I wanted Georgie, and I was like, oh, it'd be great to chat with her because she's just chilled, man. Like she's just dead chilled, isn't she?
Yeah,
as you'll have just heard. So we'll keep this sort of short and sweet. Obviously, we just said in the chat then that, and we said earlier, like that's part 1 of a 2-part chat. Now, when we left part 1, we were like, oh yeah, we'll do part 2 and we'll talk about the brew. So Georgie at the end of part 1 got up and made us a coffee, which you'll hear all about in part 2 and how terribly wrong that went for Georgie. But also, halfway through the episode, something absolutely brilliant happened. Tomo, what happened?
Well, Georgie chatted a lot about her mum.
Yep.
Who's been a big major help and role model for her.
Yeah.
And halfway through, we're chatting. We sort of went on to a different subject as well.
Yeah, we sort of started talking about sort of fame, didn't we?
And how people handle it, and how people sort of go to the day-to-day life, especially with the level of fame that Georgie's got. And yeah, I mean, she does really well to handle it. You know, she spoke about sometimes she struggles with it, and you know, and people handle it very differently. Me and you were very lucky in the respect that we're not at that level of fame.
Yeah,
we've got kind of like a nice, respectable fan base through This Is England and other work. But yeah, so Georgie was speaking about her mum, and lo and behold, we looked over our shoulder, and Georgie, who lives next door to her mum, as
she
you
does,
already know,
which is cool.
See a pooch.
Through
the window, and it turns out that Georgie's mum, Julie, was
holding the dog up to the window, wasn't she, waving his little hand.
And part 2, which was great, she came in and chatted about her other subject. Not that she thought fame was overrated. Neither does Andy. Neither do I.
It's just it's kind of like
it's a chat that we have as actors.
Yeah, like with I think in episode what was it 5 with Georgia Mayfoot.
Yeah.
We have that chat because Georgia and ourselves we're still sort of young people, and we've been doing this since we were very young people.
Yeah.
It is a recurring theme. It's going to pop up every now and again, but it's something that we love because we love what we do, but it's not we don't do it for that. The fame, as I've said, is like a byproduct, and I would never say, oh, I'm famous or you're famous.
No, but it's people are in the public eye, and Jorgie deals with it amazingly. And so next week
we have a podcast exclusive. We have probably one of our funniest guests.
It was amazing.
Jorgie Porter's mum, Julie. So look forward to that. Also, guys, in true sort of soap style, look forward to the cliffhanger of the coffee being answered as well.
Yeah.
Is the coffee good?
Yeah.
Right.
See you next week.
See you next week. Toodle pip. 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 Pip.